The girl them said Dirty Govana. Looking kind of clean though. You're looking clean, Governor, on the line right now.
Yeah, man, you know.
Yo,
girl, them say my character dirty, but they don't know. So the heart clean and me, the style clean. You know, me always stay clean.
But Governor, you know, you might have to live with that for the rest of your career. You know, when them seeing them, they said Dirty Govana.
Yeah, I created that character, you know, for the ladies. You get me? I say so that Dirty Govana is a character by itself for the ladies. The song them up front to the girls say it was me that I have to say. I tell her exactly what to say. I want to say it again. So it's me created that moniker. You see?
Hey, me not lie. When I heard the song and I heard the girl saying it, she sounded like she was really like she didn't even have to go in a character. She just knows it. Dirty Govana.
Man. Throughout this year, you know, I'm an artist, you know, excess, you know. I bring out the world this year, is it?
Crazy. Well, listen, you've had a slew of big songs. One thing that is definite 2018 2019 you owned the space, you owned your own lane, you said you were gonna do it, and so said so be done, man. So well done on 2018 2019, but we are looking at 2020, this new body of work, man. You went in on this album. I mean,
that's what I really want to do with this project. It wasn't for like my core fan base. I mean, no one say never ever get like the run like a upfront to get or like a beat being or a wanna move, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you're growing, you have to elevate and you have to mature, you know what I mean? You can't be wearing the same clothes every day and in the same style for the rest of your life. You get boring, you be monotonous, you know what I mean? And you have to, as I say, you have to elevate. So that's the thing with me. I like, I get bored easily. So I like be like space or do one thing over and over. So that's what I try to achieve with the project, and I think we definitely achieved it. As I said, every song does sound different topics. As I say, you get even the taste of Diablo too. In a two of the tracks them and thing. And then we go culturally with Protoje, we link up with Tarrus Riley, we link up with Dre Island.
Big song, the one with Dre Island and the Protoje. Two big song.
Yeah, man. So, you know, all a different energy and this and show a different side, you know what I mean? Because, you know, the girls, them love the Dirty Govana and the thugs, them rate the Diablo side and thing. But we have to show, like, you know, the songs them like H.A.M.A.N.T.S and Loyalty, them type of songs, those songs are going to live on forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not saying that one I move them and be not going to live on forever, but, you know, music with message really and truly goes further, definitely. So, we have to showcase the talent to the world and showcase the versatility to the world, you know, so we can do them type of music also, along with the street bangers, them, you get me?
Now, over the past few weeks, obviously, I've got the understanding that it was your son that gave you the title for the project. You took advice from your son to title the album. I mean, it is a strange title name, but you're happy to run with it, right?
Yeah, it wasn't say I took advice from him, but it was a moment of like, it was just like me and him just reasoning behind it and things. As I said, you know, I reasoned with my friend and him say, yo, you're a musical monster. And then while bringing over my son, he was in the middle of the reasoning. And while coming back home, it was like, Daddy, why your friend call you a monster? And I said, yo, he's talking about music. And he said, Daddy, humans and monsters are not the same. You know what I mean? And it's that I couldn't even answer him because I was like, then like, no, but I don't even know what to say. Up to this day, I don't know, like, you know, people say humans are monsters. Some people say humans and monsters are not the same for real. You know, it's gonna be a topic that I know a lot of people can't really like decide what to say. And I think everybody writes in their own way. You know what I mean? Humans can be monsters, you know, and humans and monsters are not the same also. You know what I mean? So it was just something that him said that awed me, and it just seemed like, yo, you know, something when more carried me, because, yo, this man really just something just blew my brain a while ago. I didn't even know if I answer him. You know what I mean? I like sound different. I like city and I like stand out. So I like, you know, so when we talk about the album, I even have to talk about the title of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's something that stand out, you see me? And I want to tell you the reason behind that is that, like, probably at the end of 2018 is like, I did so well up at the front part of the year, like, you know, from some girl clone from 2017 boiling over 2018, then Breeze at the end of 2017 that became like the hottest song for the entire January, February, and then I give them beat in March, and one and moving like me and them thing there. I'm basically blow away the whole summer, and then like, you know, we have the H.A.M.A.N.T.S party them at the end of the summer, and then we have like H.A.M.A.N.T.S, you know, so we have some whole heap of big songs, and then at the end of the year it was like, you know, I'm going cruise control now, and then at the end of the year it's like all of people like, yo, John, I'm not feel like what they do enough. So I was like, yeah, like seriously. And the whole year me run off.
Yeah.
So it's just like 2019. I say, you know what I'm going to do? Let us chill out for the first part of the year. Because come like what you doing at the front of the year. Come like nobody need a business about it. So go and chill and show them, say, yo, no man, don't run a joke with governor, man. It's me. You get me, I say? But in real life, we realize, say, yo, at the end of the day, and then we have pre the project to announce, say, yo, yeah man, we have start off the year calm and collective and it's nice and there's some nice music, loyalty, you know, unanswered. And then now the summer part, we say, we'll give them cups up, then we'll give them exclusive, you know, fix it and mix it a bit, you know what I mean? And then going on, we know so we'll drop the project at the end of the first part of this year, so we know so we're going to end the year at a bang, so we'll go, all right, up front. We get to me and get the place banging again, and then we just see us and start the year fresh and, you know, the album and thing. So, yeah, man, it's a nice vibe, you know, everything's strategically planned and thing, and, you know, work it out.
So the album was, this body of work was already ready for the end of the year. You knew you had the finished album ready to rock and roll, right?
It was supposed to be released initially the 23rd of September, you know.
You've had a chance to see how this business works because you have your fan base, which is Govana, Dirty Govana fans them. And then there's people now, once you put this body of work out there in the music space, people will now sit up and judge your album against what else is happening out there. Everybody else. Have you noticed the difference between music streamers, people that stream music, and how your fans react to the album? What's the difference with the two?
I think the difference is that I think people take on differently to a body of work. You know, I think them put more, them listening more in depth. You know, and more criticism is definitely placed on it. And you have the comparisons and all of that. You know what I mean? Definitely. Versus you're putting out a single or just be on a compilation or juggling for like probably a Jordan or like a Big Ship or a Muda Records or thing. You know, so I think people more judges harsher. You know, cause when you hear album. I think a level of I would have said no of would have said the word me I look for. Would I take it serious, you know? Would I take it real serious on your album, I want to get this. Yeah man, album, you know, what is this? You know? So you don't know. People as I'm saying, I did expect a lot of people will be like, yeah man, Govy, we now work with this because they want to get the Dirty Govana. Because I idea that's my core fan base.
That's your core fan base.
This wasn't for my core fan base. And we been made that known. That's why I did put upfront, and that's why upfront isn't on the album. You know what I mean? That's why I have like 4 or 5 songs that I know say if we drop tomorrow, it's going to can be the only song talk about in dancehall. I'm going to put none of them on the album because I don't want an album with all of that. I've been at it for the last 3 years. I want an album with some things where people never that look out for. Wow, Govy and Protoje. Wow, what is? Yeah, that song H.A.M.A.N.T.S, the impossible. Wow, I love the song. Songs with message, you know what I mean? So this wasn't done for the hype. This wasn't done for the talk about per se from the dancehall lovers. This was done for the wider range, the outside, you know, outside of Jamaica, outside the diaspora. You know what I mean? We do it for everybody, but this wasn't done for like the core fan base. You know what I mean? This was done for, as we say, like a wider range, you know what I mean? A lot of people are stuck in the box. I'm not going to stay in the box with them, you know what I mean? So, me, I think outside the box and things, yo, yeah, man, when we tour Europe and tour certain places, them type of thing that they want here. You know what I mean? When we go there, go outside, them type of thing that they want here. So, me, no one say, me tour Europe, and the biggest song to me in Europe was H.A.M.N.T.S. Yeah. You get to me and say, so that goes to show, say, all right then, beat bean to wanna move and all them songs, the bangers and all of them, but at the end of the day, the biggest song is still H.A.M.N.T.S. You know what I mean? So what goes to show, so all right, them type of music reach further, it lasts longer, and it means more to the people.
Most definitely. Well, you know, as I said,
so what about them? After the music, I can change life.
Well, listen, people, you need to go out and stream the album. It is a pleasurable set of music from Govana. Standout tracks for me is definitely the song with you and Protoje. Obviously, the song we know the song with you and Tarrus Riley. But then there's that track Impossible. Now I sit down, I have to listen back Impossible 3 times.
Yeah, man.
You know, there's a line where you talk about the youth them give up on their hope and they got run down coke, and then next minute they put a swing pan rope. Yo, crazy. Big songs on the album, man. And it shows it shows the width in your songwriting. You know what I mean? If people don't hear that in this album, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people like, you know, criticize me for my work I've been doing for like from a Boston now, thinking that, you know, it's something I can't switch it. or I can't, do other type of music, A lot of people, a lot of them are stupid because I've been keeping it relatively. I've been keeping it versatile, you know what I mean. I've been doing other songs different from like the galley song them. But the thing is that people take on to the galley songs them. I have an idea. Me have a career. Me have a family to feed. Me have a fan base to please. So if they want the galley song, what I'm supposed to do? I'll give them the galley song. I'll give them the Dirty Govana.
So you dropped a video just after around about the same time the album dropped, where it's obviously a very comical look about a very humorous look, but there was a serious message in that the Convo video.
Yeah.
I mean, that song itself, I mean, when I heard it, I was thinking about Stan, Eminem, Stan, the way you brought down the song there.
It was definitely inspired by Eminem, Stan, A lot of people don't know it. I know it's Stan by Eminem, but I've been listening to music from them time, you get what I say? So Eminem is a big influence in my music also.
Yeah.
You see my Lil Wayne and things. So with that now, that was actually leaked by one of my friends in New York, but it's a case of me and him, like, we go back and forth and say, I can't believe I done with this, but when you end up play out, Robbo, it end up play out and it end up be a good leak. It end up be a good leak, because they end up leaking at the time where some whole heap of joke thing are going to Jamaica with the man that kill off the woman there, and then see start spread regional, them start see it in Trinidad, like probably a couple more times where man a kill off woman and all them stuff with it. So it kind of leak in our time, and it's unfortunate because it leaking at the time I want to promote my album, and I don't want to bother talk about nothing else but the album. You get me? I say, so what me do, me just, link up production and say, forward, brother, we're going to shoot the video. We shoot the video shoot in less than 24 hours. You know what I mean? Let's shoot and edit in less than 24 hours. So big up Bruce and the whole RD Studios team. We get it out, we link up the After Youth, Dino Crazy, and say, yo, forward, we make a player youth named Chris, and create it. Because what we do know, we end up even created 2 more extra characters with Dirty Govana. We created Chris and we created Keisha now. So everybody look out for Chris and Keisha. So, you know what I mean? It's a whole vibe, and then the whole message behind it is just that, like, yo, the man that murder the woman them, bro. I'm not too like the style, you know what I mean? If they can't, you listen to much Govana and talk about this jealous lifestyle and can't maintain it. You know what I mean? Because if they keep a woman happy, she will stay happy, You know what I mean? We know the woman at times, we can't act a woman, but human beings at times they can't be judged and things, you know what I mean? But most of the time, is we as a man them a problem. You get me? I say.
Well, listen.
That's a harsh reality also. You see me? So we just tell the man them to just love the woman them. No matter what you not go through, it can be talked over. And not, and not, if you never kill a brother, you don't need to kill her if that is make sense.
Real talk.
If it not cost life, it not cost nothing. You know what I mean? If you give it away, brother, go find the next woman. You know what I mean? If you find a next man and a deal with a certain way, find go look at our cousin them, find something to get back at either way. But not kill her, bro.
Yeah, no, real talk.
Not beat her up, you know what I mean?
No, real talk. A serious message in that song. There's been a spate of that kind of reaction from men on the island and all over the world. So yeah, no violence against women. We don't condone that. Big song, big video, big album. So 2020, tell me, Govy, it's gonna be a big year, right? You have to come.
Yeah, man, it's a big year.
UK are your place, One thing I must say, people. There's many artists who come and they get their breakout song and they jump in. They land in New York. They turn up at London. I must say, in the last few years, we're still talking about it now, that the impression that yourself and TJ made as first timers in London is still talked about even now. Like, I don't know if any first time artist has scored like how you and TJ scored. Was it 2 summers ago, right?
Yeah, man, big up TJ, man. TJ, I'm an artist, Big up TJ, I'm a friend, a really big artist, Yeah, man, we need to forward, we just have to put it together right, forward in the first time, It was basically like, introduction. So right now, ready for the main course, ready for the big meal, But that was just an appetizer. But right now, we just need the right promoters, the right venue, the right setting, and get it together. I'm ready right now, but like I said, it's up right.
One of the things, I'm going back to your roots from, Homestead, Babylon. A lot of people, you never made it much of an attention about it. And I remember the first time I met you and we spoke, you didn't even, like when I learned the story about you being shot. And then I looked back and I was saying, that's why these mixtapes were coming out the way they were coming out. When you listen to some Diablo, brother, the man I go hard. But even back then, you never really made much mention about, you know, that the incident that happened in your early life.
Because the thing is now, Robbo, is that I know something I want to live for. I don't want to walk onto the body and show everybody, say, I'm bulleting, I mean, I'm walk them way, you know what I mean? And the most embarrassing moment of my life is my mother call me and bawl and tell me, say, the police have just run her out of the station. When them that look to me, one of the time they want to come out of the station, come bawl to either two man, because one of the criminal pick and someone come bawl for them. You know what I mean? And one of the most embarrassing moments, I feel that we have to make sure no set, we make sure go through that they get the message. Something I'm not proud of to come hype and say, I'm told about. Me leave some life for no leave. One of us tell life on record. You get the message, but me need to come say that and them things. At the end of the day, Robbo, me want to come forward to the UK as much as possible. You get the message. I mean, from about 2017, I know I'm travel to the States, as in I know I'm performing in the States. You know what I mean? Me don't want to be a case like that way. You know, it rough for me and even the youth more forward after me. I'm not selfish. So more of the youth more forward after me. Can enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because the people before we, all probably mess it up, but it's harder for we to even get even work permit to go certain places and come do certain things. So what I mean, if you bring this in the game now to say, I'm doing this and that and right. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? And most of the people them know, because you never hear nothing funny about governor or run up on me. Because they understand and know, say, my thing is not no music, man. My thing is different. I can't run the joke in no time, no way, no how. But when I need to come, I'm doing some man and I need to walk in 1 million man every day. When I need to do that. I mean, I can do it, and sometimes I will do it, and you see me and say, John, go be and big enough. Because at the entire Spanish town I work with me. And if you know Spanish town, you know, I said, don't run. You get me answer, but at the end of the day, this is not what I do, but more can hold a vibe, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
More can time going to America, I'm going to perform and not only visit. Because at the moment I go visit alone, I can visit and I can perform for the people them over there, and them thing hurt me. You get me? So, you know what them lifestyle. Right now, I've elevated, I try to elevate as I say from them lifestyle.
Well, you final question. I couldn't do an interview without talking about Aidonia. Is Aidonia make me know you?
Yeah.
Is Aidonia co-sign you? Is Aidonia make me get your mixtape? Is Aidonia make me get your tracks then? A latter part of the year, I don't know. I wonder if you can tell me if Aidonia, I don't know if he woke out at the wrong side of bed, you know. Come me see Aidonia just, you know what I mean, where we know as dancehallers that people rate Aidonia highly. There is no question about Aidonia's credibility. But the day where he did ball out and, you know, was asking people why they questioning his credibility. Why did that happen at that time? And do you understand why he did that?
Yeah, that happened because he wanted people to get riled up. He wanted people to talk. You know, he wanted people to get talk about him achievements. He wanted people to start compare him and start the chitter and start the chatter because he recorded like aircraft the day before. So he wanted to release aircraft, but he didn't want us to release it. And they want to release it when people are shut off the mouth. You get the message? So all of it was planned. It wasn't nothing where him just get up and run. Like, don't know. It was just something for us. Get the puppets running, you know what I mean? Because they just them have some local puppets, you know what I mean? A lot of people have some local puppets, and just talk, them just this and them just that, and them this and them just that. But at the end of the day, I understand enough of them frustration, because enough of them are like some real Aidonia fans from day one, but them feel like they didn't know. Do what they want him to do, in which is like take the whole place and run it and rate. But Aidonia is a man with him loving family, him love he can die me out and just hold him vibe. Him no want to know, so the pressure upon him to say, me I run the place. So when I run the place, I will keep up that pace. Anytime I see I run the place and the next one forward and said them I run the place, it's just the battle start and the competitiveness and him just want kind of hold him vibe and I say, man, hold my vibe. And I need to war with what going down there. So I'm still around the stadium. So I'm still if I drop a song right now, it bang. You get to me, I say, in reality, we all know what Aidonia can do. Where all them people want him to do. Which is definitely. Like run the entire place himself.
Oh, you mean?
But him not interested. Is that's the whole thing about. The thing is that a lot of people upset that him not interested. I'm gonna understand why. You know what I mean? If me don't want to buy a Benz, why are you upset? Someone want to drive a Toyota.
I think it's because of the habits. You know, dancehall have a certain habit, and people are used to that habit. And Sheldon and artists like him, even like Baby H.A.M.A.N.T.S has done it before, where they just prove that if them want to land the big aircraft, you know, it got land. Busy does it when him feel it. You know what I mean?
Robbo, all right, we'll leave from artist, I'm going to producer. Dave Kelly no come do it again.
Damn right. Damn in right.
Look on that. Remember say Dave Kelly is a man where no people that say, Dave Kelly, wash up, man. You come to Dave Kelly and carry on the place and Dave Kelly say, yo, I'm told them, I need to run this song. I mean, me and Dave Kelly, man, you have a hit record, I have to maintain. So I need to go vice them and come in and hear it with them. Bujo forward the road, me ear to Bujo. Forward, Mr. Gaga, man. This is how we are dealing with. You know, just Dave Kelly did it again. So you have certain people who know them work and know what them can do and just do it for them timing and when them want to do it. But you have people who just feel like say them need to can them can I'm lazy. Oh, some man lazy, brother. I don't have more than 30 record songs that him not release. Him choose not to release them. So at the end of the day, you can't cuss him. You just have him say, yo, brother, me no need to do this. At the end of the day, go via go on so good too, so I can hold my vibe and just hold out and know say, go via go on good, me a go on good. Cause I mean if you do right now, me just run up and show go via remind people. So I mean him Diddy, I mean the boxing, you know. And what top when we see him do it with some face, must not drop no song all last year and do some face and come out for the stage. I do name was one of the hottest names for like 2 weeks. I say, yo, Chano said they run up and go visit. Yo, Chano. Same thing Red Bull Culture Clash. When you run to Red Bull Culture Clash, people talk about it for your next 2-3 weeks.
Crazy.
You get to me, I say, so at the end of the day, him no need to do certain things. So him just not do it. That's just him, you know what I mean? But it's not a case where him feel left out or him feel like nobody. Him not care really until like we can see it in them body language. We can see it now in the music.
Him easy with it.
Come on, Robbo, man. The man in the business, man. The man in the care. In a frighten him, and the same thing with me. Certain things are frightening me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Me work for the big artist, Robbo. That's why we can have songs like song with H.A.M.A.N.T.S, song with Tarrus Riley, song with Protoje.
Song with Coffee. Song with coffee too.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
You get to me, I say? And enough man can call them names on my car and associate with it.
Most
and
definitely.
Enough boy can associate with them. Never in life. You get to me, I say? And me can say that. The song with Tarrus Riley, the Prime Minister said that was one of 25 most listened song. That was one of his songs last year. You get to me, I say? Not one the Prime Minister and I know them. Prime Minister and I know them name. You get to me, I say? So when I try to show you now, when I tell you Robbo, is that I them think that I work for big artists, not hot artists. You get to me, I say? So some man associate with me, yo, you're the hottest thing. Me not like that. Big.
Tell them, Govy. So you understand, big is different than hot. Big artists.
Robbo, you're a big presenter. You don't need a boy. A Robbo Ranx name. You get to me, I say, you don't need a hot. You're proven and cemented in this. So no man, you're Robbo Ranx that is cemented. You get me, I say? In UK entertainment. So no matter who hot no one is no big. Because me Buju Banton don't have to sing a song for the rest of my life. You get me, I say? Barry Saman don't have to sing a song for the rest of my life. Since the Kalanji don't need to go back to a studio for the rest of my life. You get me, I say?
Real talk.
And them man they ram any venue right across the world. Big you call that. Them not hot. Them not song in the top 10. And most of them have songs in the top 10 and about 10 songs in the top 10 for the last 10 years. Can't ram the venue where Barry Saman ram. So when I tell me,
hear that? Real talk. Well, listen.
I'm trying to share my Robbo, man.
I know, you know what I mean? It's good for me to see it. I hope that the entertainment world, I hope that people out there who are making remarks that there's nothing new forthcoming in dancehall, you have to go out there and look it. And trust me, right now, Govana are cook it. You need to go and check out this new set from Govana and actually just pre the videos, some of the works that he's been doing. Yeah, go back in his catalogue. I mean, H.A.M.N.T.S is still one of the biggest songs right now.
Yeah, that's the first song off the project. And I mean, Loyalty, the second song off the project. You get me, I say. And then, the H.A.M.A.N.T.S song, the song with Mr. Riley. You know, so we have a couple of bangers, you know what I mean? I feel it in the city is gonna take time really soak up everywhere, you know, brother. Yeah,
I don't know.
The visuals are gonna bring it to a higher height.
Definitely.
You know? So yeah, man, I look out for that. Yeah, man.
All right, listen, man. Yeah. Govy, enough respect for taking time out. Shout to Squidell, shout to the whole team. The whole team behind the movements. Please, people go out and check out the new EP. Govy, enough respect, my brother. Which alley? Which part there? Where there? Bobby Lane right now? Cause I see some palm trees. I've never seen palm trees in Bobby Lane.
No man, I home with them man. With the home, you know.
All right,
Yeah,
you see
sure,
them?
like I am a boss, a piece of home.
All right.
Man, I home this with them man. I do some construction and thing and all that vibe, you see me?
All right, keep.
My boss.
All right, keep up the good work. We link soon. Governor.
Yeah, man, big up.
Peace.
All right, yeah man. Oh.